You ready, homie?
You're tuning in to Tre Talk Radio, your source for news, music, finding literacy, and so much more. Bringing you that dope content and raw truth.
Let's get into it.
Tre Talk Radio, going live in your ear. Let's do it.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? This is your boy Tre at Tre Talk Radio. We are so glad to have you. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as we begin to get into this show, as we begin to go forward. Listen, it is so imperative that you subscribe, and like and share this particular video. We really need your conversation. We need your conversation. We need you being uniquely involved in what we are doing right here on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a refresher of what we do right here at Tre Talk Radio. We are normally here to broadcast and talk about news and topics and conversations and promote your business, promote your ideas, your agenda, and do what we do in order to do what we do. And we had a good time yesterday. We had Lady Kisses on the air with us, and such a wonderful conversation and talking about her business. And just like you could come and talk about your business. You can send us a video. The email to send us your promotion material is right below in the description box, right there. You can go ahead and send your information to us, and we will be glad to have a conversation with you. We'll be glad to promote your concert, your event, your music, your program, your nonprofit, whatever you have going on. We will put it on the show. Yes, the channel may be small today, but we do have plans of expanding, and so you want to catch on the early train. On the early train, ladies and gentlemen, we have coming out of Houston, Texas. There's a whole lot of stuff that's been going on. This has been a crazy week. I'm telling you, I have been seeing some stuff in the news that has been blowing my mind. Can y'all believe some of the stuff that's been going on has been just tripping? I'm talking about, it's a whole lot that has been launching, the killings, the shootings, the murdering, all of that kind of stuff. I don't know if that is going to become the norm. We're hoping that this stuff don't become the norm, but it seems like it's not going nowhere. But that's why we created this channel, so that we could find some type of getaway every now and then. Yes, we talk about it from time to time, but we don't want to base this channel on everything that have to do with the negativity that is going on around us in this world. We also want to express and talk about some joy. We have a young lady that's going to be coming live on the show, who's going to actually be cooking gumbo live on the camera. That is going to somebody going to be coming on the show cooking some gumbo. I don't mind, and so you're gonna have to excuse me because I'm gonna be eating. I don't know if you like to eat, but I like to eat, so I can't wait to that show. That's gonna be coming out next week. And we also have a couple artists who's gonna be talking about their programs, talking about what they're doing, and some folks are gonna be coming talking about the highlights of their community, what they are doing to perfect and ignite change right there in their cities, in their homes, to their neighbors and different things of that nature. So we are definitely absolutely excited. I'm trying to tell y'all, we are so excited. We have coming out of Houston in the news, a 35-year-old Houston mom and 2 children found safe in Galveston after being missing for 5 days. Listen, when I ask you guys to pray for our neighbors, pray for our communities, I know some people don't believe in prayer, and you have your own religious standpoint of what you believe in your life, on how you operate spiritually, or what you do. But on this channel, we definitely believe in prayer, and your prayers work. They work. The mom and the children are safe in Galveston, Texas. They have been found, and they have been missing for 5 days. So now they are definitely found safe. That is a great thing for us to hear, and that's what we would call good news every now and then. It's okay to have have some good news. There's too much happening out here in these streets. There's too much going on. People are doing all kinds of stuff. People are taking people, snatching people, and putting them in the back of their cars. And I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that is going on right now, but it is believable because it is happening right before our very eyes. Dr. Dre, we coming from Dr. Dre and estranged wife Nicole Young scored a huge victory in divorce court. Oh my God, here we go again with the divorce court. It seems like a whole lot of celebrities are getting divorces. I don't know why and what's the problem. Everybody have the issues and downfalls and things like that, but it seems like in this society, the healing pill is divorce. Nobody, really want to try to work stuff out no more. But hey, Dr. Dre's been going through this for a minute, and Dr. Dre's divorce battle with his estranged wife Nicole Young continues. In the latest report, Nicole scored a major legal victory. According to the Blast legal documents, Nicole got the green light to question Dr. Dre's alleged mistress. Nicole served dispositions notice to Krista Rogers, Kelly Anderson, and Jelanian Spears. She believes Dre's been giving them money, buying them gifts, and Nicole believes one of the women wore her clothes. Oh my goodness. There's no worse situation. There is absolutely no worse situation that you come home and you find out somebody got your clothes on. Oh, I believe, where I'm from, as a man, there's a possibility that you might get beat up. You just might get beat up as a man if you can't give her your clothes. Come on, you can't give your wife clothes to the girl. What's going on? Last year, Nicole wanted the three women to admit that they're former lovers of Dre, but the ladies fought against it. According to the news court order, the judge says the three women may have information relevant to the issue of temporary support and fees, as well as the trial information and the fights and the battle, the premarital agreement, and seeing if it's forcible or enforceable. And y'all, this is just too much. It's just too much going on around here. It's just too much going on. But that is what's happening at this moment. We also have right here in the news, we also have Dwayne Wade reacts to Kevin investing in a company grew from a 1.6. Whoa, yo, you got to check this out. 1.6 billion to 100 billion. Dwayne Wade reacts to Kevin during investing in company that grew from 1.6 billion to 100 billion. NBA star in the news and age do just as much business off of the court as they do on it. That's why I try to tell a whole lot of young people, so you want to be like something, you want to be like this man or that man, or you want to be like the basketball man, you want to be like the basketball pros and different things like that. But some of you young folks don't understand. These guys may rap, they may sing, they may do all of this and have all this conversation going on over the world, over the internet, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. But at the end of the day, these guys are working their tails off when you're not looking. And that's why, in order to be an effective entertainer, in order to be an effective boss or coach or whatever you have yourself doing, don't just look at these people that have already made it and think they're just sitting at home and they got that, it just dropped up out the cloud. No, most of the time what happened is that they are taking care of business every day. And right now, you just have a lot of young people. They more so into, hey, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I want to have the same benefits of everybody else. And I can't wait till I blow up and become famous and get big and different stuff like that. But it took a whole lot more. It took a lot more in doing what they do. So that's it with that. I mean, good God. I mean, you already was at 1.6 billion. Now you're at 100 billion. That's a whole lot of money. And also, we got to talk about the man that was free. Listen, he was free, nearly 32 years in prison, craves and treat Strawberry ice cream. Kudos to strawberries. I love strawberries and strawberries ice cream. On April 7, 2021, as night settled on the Calhoun Correctional Institution outside Tallahassee, Florida, Quasley Green took the first step as a free man after spending half of his life behind bars. His case says his lawyer exposes an ugly truth about the American criminal system. It's easy to send a black man to prison, but nearly impossible. Featuring, I guess they tried to say featuring, to get a wrongful conviction corrected and overturned. Oh my goodness, that's horrible when you spent that much time. That's a lot of jail time to be sitting in jail behind something that, 32 years. That's a case going on in Houston right now where another guy getting his case overturned. He's about 72 years old and they tried him and passed up his whole mental illness state. So Kim Ogg down at the Harris County Courts, prosecuting attorney for the county, is working on overturning that man's conviction. Listen, it's a lot of people in jail right now. It's a whole lot of people. I got notes and stuff flying everywhere. I got screens open everywhere because there's so much to talk about. There's so much news that is going on right now. People are just getting in all kinds of stuff, and there's a whole lot of good stuff happening. So there's a lot of people that goes to jail. Every person that goes to jail does not mean that they actually did the crime. I know a lot of people like to come in and say, if you did the crime, you got to do the time. But sometimes a lot of people didn't do the crime and they're getting locked up, thrown in jail and all that different type of stuff. And hey, and thank goodness that you have somebody, attorney that cares. Kudos to the caring attorneys who fight for constitutional rights and don't spend 4 years of college to fight traffic tickets. Listen, there's another one. Mike Tyson throws a massive knockoff punch. Listen, Mike Tyson is in the news right about now because we know Mike Tyson. Sometimes he'll fall off the handle a little bit. So Mike Tyson is back in the news and he tripping once again. He done knocked the scribble out of somebody. Tyson has already been putting in a shift to be able to get into the perfect shape as he continues his comeback to the ring, having boxed to a draw against Roy Jones Jr. last year. I watched that fight. I don't know if you watched the fight of Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. I was pretty peeved off. It just didn't work out well. We already knew what the end result was going to be. I believe personally that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones are friends. I don't believe that Mike Tyson even had a desire to knock him out. I think that fight was specifically for the money. I don't think it was a real fight. But while the two are expected to go up against each other again, even before that, we may see him get a longer run in the AEW, which may have him facing Jericho. Tonight is one of the biggest matches ever. As I see here, that was April the 14th, and so Mike Tyson is throwing them punches still out there. He's still doing his thing. Kudos to Mike Tyson, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Tyson is doing so well right now with his body, keeping up everything and looking good. And I don't see an ounce of fat on Mike Tyson. He's doing his thing. And also, we still have right here in the news of HPD, Houston Police Department, boyfriend killed in head-on crash after he hit his girlfriend's car to try to stop her from leaving. Men, please let me tell you something. If she want to leave, she want to go, she don't want to be a part of you no more, the best thing that you can do is just let her go. You got to let her go. You got to let it go. Seems like another love TKO. You got to let it go. You can't keep trying to hold folks, okay? Quit trying to hold people and let people go on about their business, because one thing about criminal activity, it always escalates to something that could have been easily avoided. So that's just what it is, and that's just how it goes. Let's talk about Sweetie brings summer heat. Sweetie out there in the news brings summer heat, and sandals and shades out. They talking about she look real good. She's doing her thing. Sweetie is prepping for the summer. She is prepping for the summer. She's doing her thing, and she's looking real fine as wine. We have something else coming out of Houston, Texas. A title loan in Houston, Texas. A name is loan is a kind of a loan that utilizes the word. Listen, they about to crash and smack down on these title loans. So many people giving up their assets, their cars, and different things like that, and they need that fast money. And sometimes that fast money is not always good money. It puts you back in a bad relationship. Now let's hear from the preacher, the pastor of one of the biggest, greatest choirs that travel across the universe. Recently, we haven't heard from them, but let's talk about the preacher, Kanye West. He's talking about eyeing a new relationship after putting in a divorce and battling with Kim Kardashian. Oh, well, I don't know what's going to happen with that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. They've just been at a fight for a long time. I think Kanye said that he gave his life to the Lord. I don't think Kim Kardashian is ready for that one right there, because now he's requiring Kim Kardashian to dress a certain kind of way, look a certain kind of way, be a certain kind of way. And I think you need to get a little bit more wisdom. We're going to talk about that one day, about what if one party decides to start getting into the church life and the other party is not. And in a relationship, what normally happens is one party start judging the other party because they not where they are. Now, wait a minute. You were just smoking dope about 2 weeks ago, and now you went to church and you gave your life to the Lord. Now you want the wife to line up with where you at. You got to give it time and be patient, and you got to know how to have wisdom enough to win them over. The best way to win people over to your belief system is to walk the walk and talk the talk. If you're walking the walk and talking the talk, you ain't got no worries. Kanye, you need to come sit under me for a while and let me teach you some stuff. Now we're gonna move on with this here, but nevertheless, y'all, it is so much going on right now. There's a whole lot of stuff that's popping and locking all over the country, and we are ready for a good thing. One thing about it, that there may be some bad news announced, but we try our best to not just talk about the bad news. We also like to talk about the good news, and that is something that this world need right now, because everybody is in a struggle. Everybody going through what they're going through. Everybody feeling some kind of way about another thing, about a person, about a thing. Everybody have their own issues. Everybody have their own plans, agendas. Everybody got so much going on, and that's why we got to pretty much pray when you don't want to pray. We got to pretty much hold each other up, but we don't want to hold each other up. We got to do all of this stuff because it is necessary. This is the only possible way that all of us as individual people are gonna make it. If we are trying to knock each other down and beat each other upside the back and pound each other upside the head and treat each other like cats and dogs, it's gonna come a time where you are going to put that person in a position where they don't trust you, your thoughts, your mentality, your encouragement, your words, or none of that. That's why we have to learn, number one, how to be a beacon light to everybody that is around us. How do you become a beacon light to them? Listen, I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not trying to tell you that, you need a pastor and go to church and all of that. What I'm trying to tell you is that that's a way that you can live decently without all of the extra drama that is going on. Learn how to, first of all, live decently so that you won't have all the drama going on and all the stuff that is going on and happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you for coming into the show and listening. This has been a wonderful moment, and we're going to be back. I promise you, I'm coming back. Today is Friday, and it is April. It is April the 16th. It's April the 16th, baby. And I'm telling you, this is one of those moments where it's time to breathe. It's the weekend. It is the weekend. So we're going to go ahead and try our best to enjoy our weekend, and we're going to try to get up out of here. See you, baby. I got to go. Holla at you, and I will be back. Don't forget to subscribe.